What's up, guys? This is B-Side Investing. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk about HIVE and the recent news on their long-term strategy, kind of like outlook, and then they kind of updated us with the current HODL and current hash rate and their expectation for this year. So we'll go through that currently, not currently, but Friday. HIVE shot up 6% on the Canadian side, but on the American Nasdaq side, it was down. Yeah, it was down about 1%, but it's up currently after hours at 1.5%-ish. So it's currently doing fine. It's not moving like HUT 8, but it's, it'll take some time. That's totally fine. HIVE currently has so much going on for them right now, so that's why. So let's get into HIVE. So before we get into it, if you are not a regular viewer of my channel, you just want to say that I do own HIVE blockchain. Although I think this is not the entire portfolio that I have with HUT. It is a part of it, and I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. I was up a lot more when it jumped up to like $5, $6, yeah, $7, almost $7. I could have pulled out there, but I'm a long-term holder, so I don't really care about these moments. So, yeah, okay. Got that covered. Okay, let's get on to the news. So HIVE announces the long-term HPC. So HPC is high-performance data centers. Their computing strategy beyond ETH 2.0. ETH 2.0, it's crucial. So that's what we're going to kind of go through the HIVE's growth plan for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we'll move on from here. So the growth plan for 2021, currently they have ETH production of over 3,000 gigahash per second. Now, of course, Ethereum and Bitcoin have different metrics for their hash rates. So when I say 3,000 gigahash, it's not like it's very little. It's a lot for Ethereum mining. So if we go into the real-time miners profitability, you can see that ETH hash here. ETH hash is the algorithm that we use to mine Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. So, okay, there's two units coming up. So the Bitmain Antminer E9 and the Inner-Silicon A11 Pro ETH with the 2,000 megahash. So, okay, that's coming in next month. Actually, this month, sorry. And this is coming. I don't think there is a timetable for this timeline when this is going to be released, but this is a significant upgrade right here. 2 gigahash, that's a lot. So if you look at the current hash rate that they have at 3,000, it's just 1,000 units of it would just be 1,000 unit of the Antminer E9, but currently they obviously most likely own something like the Inner-Silicon A11 Pro. If we go down, yeah, the 500 megahash version. So you know what I'm trying to say. They own the lower end model currently, but they are planning to upgrade and almost double right here after card upgrades of over 5,500 gigahash. So that's a lot. So they're gonna add another 2,500 gigahash by the end of this year, and yeah, that's gonna be significant. Guessing it's just mainly gonna be the Inner-Silicon A11 Pro. Hopefully that's what they're going after, because the profitability is going to be ridiculous. So they got to take advantage of all this right now before ETH moves to proof of stake. So, okay, so let's see. So with the Bitcoin current production, they are at 54 petahash per second. I did have the figures wrong by about 100, give or take. They don't really update much with the Bitcoin hash rate. So they're expecting to double by early September to 1 exahash, and then double again by Christmas to 2.3 exahash. kind of giving them, we'll keep them in the race, maybe top 5, maybe top 4, because HUD, right, let me just pull my thing here. So we have, this is not the most up-to-date, but it's the general number that they're gonna have. HIVE is accurate because I just updated, except for the BTC huddle. ETH, not ETH, HUT, I think they're doing about 3, close to 3 by the end of this year. And then Mara, that's Mara, the thing hasn't changed. Riot, about 7.7 exahash by the end of 2022. And then Bitfarms, yeah, 3 by Q4. And so you can see. Okay, let's see. So based on the current Ethereum and Bitcoin price and difficulty in mining, the revenue could be $30 million US per month when all the when everything is installed and everything is working. So long-term HPC high performance computing strategy. High performance GPU cards are key to HIVE's long-term strategy to build HPC, which are growing in demand globally, also with the shortages. So also that's also creating more demand. While in short term, to be more efficient Ethereum miner and to increase our hash rate power to produce more virgin ETH and HODL these assets in the balance sheet. So, right, I don't think they stake it yet. They say right here that they're going to start doing it, but so that means they're not doing it at the moment. So. For the past year, Ethereum is up 821%, while Bitcoin is up 270. So, I mean, Ethereum seems to always, if you look at the growth, it just does better than Bitcoin. So, and with Bitcoin being at the price of where it is at right now, which is about 34.6, and ETH is at about 22. Obviously, ETH has way more of a growth to go. So, right. So, and we believe over the next 2 years, ETH could continue to outperform Bitcoin, which it will. And so if Bitcoin reaches 100K, then ETH should be closer to about 8 to 9, maybe 10K. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it could be more than that. It could be less than that. So the company is of the opinion that ETH 2.0 proof of stake will take at least another 2 years before Ethereum mining could become financially unattractive. So once it becomes a proof of stake, then obviously there isn't much money in mining. So, and that mining is pretty much proof of work. So yeah. We believe the new high-performance GPU card will remain robust. Obviously, so after the 2 years or so, when ETH 2.0 proof of stake comes active and online and it's stable and everything was working great, the GPU cards that HIVE will have for their Ethereum mining, it will become kind of redundant to own them. They will move it over to, they will repurpose it, that's what they say, to gaming, AI, and movie animation. So they are obviously useful cards, and they are high performance cards, so obviously they can be transitioned over to using in those sectors and those businesses. So, and HPC data business strategy for at least another 5 years. Yeah. The company hodls its Ethereum in a cold wallet, so that's pretty much offline. So pretty much like a hard wallet in a data center offline, which results in very liquid balance sheet asset, of course. So if they're not staking it, then obviously it's going to be very liquid, and you won't have any fixed term where you have to hold HODL or just keep that Ethereum just locked away to kind of stake. So currently they're saying that they're very liquid, which is obviously true. So they did say that later in the Ethereum lifecycle, we may consider staking our virgin ETH for additional income. So they're not doing that right now. So I think with the staking, you can see all the staking services here. I just took this off the Ethereum website. So yeah, okay. Staking margin, yeah. Ethereum is the backbone of the blockchain. So, yeah, obviously, currently, there's a lot of things that are going around. So, smart contracts, stablecoin, DeFi, and NFTs, music and art, and sport NFTs like the NBA, and just pretty much NFTs are pretty much getting really crazy at the moment. So, yeah. And Ethereum is at the backbone of that and that ecosystem. So, ETH has become the fundamental base layer to all these new applications, and has the most developer building real world application on top of it. So I think they were trying to make a point here that Ethereum has substantially more developer building on its platform than any other blockchain. So, and they did say that most investors are not aware of that. So, yeah, I guess. I mean, not like most investors are not going to do that crazy research, but they should find out that, I mean, Ethereum does has the biggest network of developers on their blockchain. So moving on, Hive understands we are in the early days and this industry can change rapidly, of course. Therefore, we are positioning ourselves with the considerable optionality. We are ramping up Bitcoin mining on the cloud as well as our GPU operation. So currently they're working on their site in both Canada and Sweden to ramp up their capacity. So they're working on the site first. They're working on the design for it, and then expect to ramp up the HPC capacity. So pretty much increase the hash rate after the design and the site is taken care of. Which, I mean, I don't see how that's going to work out. I mean, if you find a deal while building it, then you would obviously take it. Like Hut 8 found that amazing deal. So I don't see why Hive would do that. Well, I just don't think. And then expect to. Well, they could have changed that wording a bit, but okay. Today, the revenue from HPC is both a high-risk business like Ethereum mining, yet it is much less volatile than, of course. Let's see. So with the HPC, with Ethereum mining, obviously it becomes dependent on the Ethereum price, and that's why it's more volatile there. ESG strategy, so that's pretty much environmental, social, and social governance. So that's seeing how environmentally friendly the company is and how green it is. So they are continuing to review green energy opportunities and have turned down financially attractive mining deals because they are not using green energy. So that is pretty much in line with what the company has mainly focused on. Even if you look at their current facilities in Sweden, Iceland, and Canada, you would know that they only use hydroelectricity and geothermal source of electricity. And I was wrong about saying that they use wind. I thought they used wind farms, to be honest. But I was wrong. So there you go. So they are looking into hydroelectricity, geothermal, and wind and solar. So they're focused on that area. And yeah. I think that's it for this one. So the outlook looks really good. I like the update. My thoughts on Hive, it should be valued at a much higher price than where it's at. I mean, 1.4, I guess it's kind of better than what Hut and Bitfarm is valued at in terms of the market cap. So you could take that away with Hive being more, I guess, closer to its adequate valuation than Hut and Bitfarm. But I like that Hive is the only publicly traded miner out there that's mainly focused, or that's majority, or let's just say 50% plus focused on Ethereum. And yeah. So I really think Hive should increase their Bitcoin hash rate a lot. 2.3 is not gonna cut it. they could be losing out. They could be losing out a lot here. There's definitely a lot to gain right now with the Chinese miners kind of moving out of China and all that BS going on there. So there's an opportunity to get the miners or maybe partner with a company there to kind of like, boost Hive's hash rate, targets, or, current hash rate power. 544 is a bit lower, way lower than I was expecting it to be at. So, right. So, yeah. I mean, DigiHills DigiHills is coming close to them by end of Q4, although it's still half. So that's not a good sign. I mean, yeah. Okay. Think that's it for this one. So yeah, currently they're I guess aftermarket, they're up 1.5%. It's Saturday, and Ethereum is up to 22.21. Although it doesn't really make sense to do this to say it based on Ethereum, because it doesn't really follow the Ethereum price, so it's kind of weird. It only focuses on Bitcoin, and there's a perception that HIVE only does Bitcoin apparently, because it just keeps mimicking what Bitcoin is doing. So, but then you can also say that Bitcoin, like Ethereum, is also mimicking Bitcoin. So there's that. So I'm just rambling on about nothing here. Okay. Right. I think that's it for this one. I mean, let me know what you guys think. If you guys hold Ethereum, let me know what. Don't tell me the amount you own. Just tell me how much. I mean, not how much, but at what price did you buy in at, and what your average cost is. And yeah, mine is what, 227. So yeah, I've been holding for a while, and it's nice to see little gain. And it's been it hasn't been that hard holding Hive, but it's been hard holding what do you say, HUD has been a pain. There hasn't been any good news or great news come out until recently, so that's why they're just popping off. And it's really nice to see, even though Bitcoin is not moving much. Hive is going up like 6-7%. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.